Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to a really exciting episode of World of Warships Legends with the Hive Hands. So we're going to talk about the patch notes. I'll put time codes in the description, but just to let you know, there's a campaign with 2 ships. There's 3 new legendary ships. There's 2 new premium ships. And a whole bunch more. So I'm just giving you the FYI, the super quick rundown. To be honest with you, we stipulated this when the Massachusetts was confirmed that it was going to be. I thought it was probably going to be a campaign ship, and it is 100% going to be a campaign ship. There is also going to be let me just double check that I get this right. You know what, it doesn't actually tell me the tier, but a new Russian ship, which will be the battleship Lenin, which is going to be available through another Bureau project. The Duke of York, as has been seen in the campaign for the current legendaries, is going to become available as a purchasable premium ship from the store. Yes, 3 new legendaries, and you don't really have to wait to pay for them. I will go into the details a little bit later, but I'm just giving you the quick FYIs. So USS Worcester, eventually get that out. The USS Gearing and HMS Conqueror. 3 new premium ships, and stick around and I'll explain in the video, but everyone is going to be able to play these 3 ships over the holidays. We've got a bit of news about Santa containers, a new ranked season, a bit on the fire meta game that's currently going on, and what Wargaming are doing to equalise the playing field. Armor view, some balance changes, a couple of bug fixes, but this is going to be a long video, so let's first of all get off by jumping into the Big Mammy campaign. So the Big Mammy campaign is going to be for the Tier 7 Massachusetts. We've already discussed this ship. It is the same class of ship as the Alabama. It's got the same 16-inch guns, although the guns are not as accurate, but it will be coming with some far-reaching and accurate secondary guns, as well as good all-round armour and torpedo protection. There's going to be 120 milestones in the campaign, and inside that campaign you're also going to get the premium Tier 4 Japanese cruiser, the Yahagi. Probably absolutely murdering that, but hey, I'm not Japanese. I have no idea how it's pronounced, but it's Yahagi. So a maneuverable, quick, HE slinging cruiser with decent torpedoes by all accounts. But should be used with caution, as she's easy prey for battleships. She's going to be quite fast, so you're going to use her speed to her advantage, and that will be part of the campaign. So in the campaign you've got a Tier 4 and a Tier 7, and it's the usual 250 doubloons to purchase it. So as always, without Admiral backing, you're going to get a bunch of stuff. 70 common boosters, 10 Santa 21 commander crates, 12 Type 1 and Type 1, Type 2 and Type 3 camos, 270,000 commander XP, 200,000 credits, 2,000 global XP, 16 promotion orders, an insignia, accommodation, 7 days of premium, 375 doubloons, 1 secret Santa crate, 1 super Santa crate, a Japanese commander crate, an American commander crate, a patch background and a patch symbol. So those are the free bits. Obviously, if you take out the anti backing, you get the top up, which gives you 60 rare boosters, 45 epic boosters, 21 additional, so this is all on top, 21 additional Commander Santa crates, oh, Santa 21 camels, sorry. Let me just double check that I read that right. No, right, the 10 you get in the first one is camels, not crates. My mistake, sorry. Another 20 of each of the Type 1, Type 2, Type 3 camels. Another 170,000 Commander XP. 1.3 million credits. 13,000 global XP. 24 promotion orders. 4 insignias. 3 commendations. Another 750 doubloons, giving you basically half of your doubloons back. That's 1,250 between... Is it 1,250? No, I'm lying here. Quick maths. Doesn't always work out. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,175 doubloons back. 2 secret Santa crates. 3 super Santa crates. The tier 4 cruiser, Yahagi, and the tier 7 American battleship, the Massachusetts. You've got to put the chew. You've got to chew your sets. Otherwise you're doing it wrong. Or so I've been told. So, there's going to be a new sort of secondary background coin, which will be the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker will give you access to the tier 7 Soviet battleship, the Lenin, which is quite similar to the Nelson, but her B turret can rotate a full 360 degrees. She has a 406mm or 16-inch guns, and they rotate quickly and have very good firing angles. I'll go into the ship in a bit more detail in a minute. So you can earn Icebreaker coins by opening Super Santa containers, 250 each, unless it's a super prize, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Reaching rank 1, 11, 5 and 1 in the new ranked season will give you up to 6,063 Icebreaker coins. Completing the Icebreaker Havoc mission, which you'll get once the campaign is complete. You'll get 9,000 if you buy it outright in the campaign on day 1, or if you leave it till the end, you'll get up to about 3,000. So I'm not entirely happy that there is a bit of a push to get the Lenin to buy out the campaigns quick, but you can. There are other ways. So playing legendary ships, you can gain up to 1,600 a week, or a total of 9,600 over the campaign. So with that in mind, I want to make sure everyone is really clear that the Lenin costs 25,000 coins, which means that you cannot get this ship for free. You'll either have to purchase some Super Santa containers or buy out the campaign early. So be aware of that. However, this doesn't mean that the Lenin will never appear in the game again. So don't worry too much. So basically, it's either going to come back as a premium or as a global XP ship. More likely a global XP ship in the future. Basically, roughly speaking, if using wargaming maths, if you don't pay for anything, you will be rewarded about 17,000 Icebreaker coins. So that is how many Santa crates would you need? 250 per Super Santa container. So if you went down the container route, that would be 4 is 1,000. You need 5, 6, 7, 8,000. So 8 times 4 is 1630. You'd need to buy 36 Santa containers. Now, if they're 1,000 doubloons each, I don't know how much they're going to be, but yeah, it's 36,000 doubloons. So you might as well buy out the campaign. But, well, if you buy out the campaign, which is about 32,000 as well. I'd go for the Santa crates, because at least you're going to get the stuff out of the Santa crates, as opposed to, buying out the campaign, which will just give you all the rewards you could earn slowly over the time. So we'll check back with this when it drops, when we can see how much the Santa crates are. So there's going to be the North Cape Bureau project, bringing another non-legendary project to you to have some fun with. So the North Cape is going to be all based around the Battle of the North Cape, which the main attractions are the Arctic skin, which will be coming for the Edinburgh, the Scharnhorst, and the Duke of York, which will be coming in the premium shop. To start this project, you only need to have finished the Intro Bureau project. This project differs from the others as it is limited time and will no longer be available after the update concludes on the 1st of February. So our next update is going to be the 1st of February. The maximum boostable progress of this project is 18%, which will cost you 15,000 doubloons, and there are 4 stages per segment, but note the segments also require higher tier ships and higher ranked commanders. This project is by no means easy, but we believe that most regular players will at least be able to outfit their Edinburgh with the Arctic skin. Now, legendary ships for rent. You heard it right during the update. I did say there were 3 new legendary ships that you can rent. So they cost 1,500 Icebreaker coins. You'll get to sling HE shells from the larger light cruiser, the USS Worcestershire, well-rounded gunboat from the USS Gearing, or the high explosive god boat that is HMS Conqueror. The only special rules for these rental will be that they will be removed from your account on the 1st of February. So you are not buying these ships, you are renting these ships until the 1st of February. So come the 1st of February, they're gone. All the XP that you've earned for them will be transferred to the base ship for that nation. So if you earn 1 million in the Conqueror, you'll find 1 million on the crap, I've completely forgotten what the tier 1 British cruiser is called. Where is it? The Weymouth, that's the one. And Albany for the Gearing and the Worcester. So there is that as well. But obviously take into account that they do still have the same legendary service cost, so it is 200,000 credits to take them into battle, and you have to but you can use these ships to earn back the Icebreaker coins that you've spent on them, and even make some extra. So we're gonna have to I'm interested to see how these Icebreaker coins are going to work out. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely something that has intrigued me. So onwards to Santa containers. There's been a bit of a thing with these Santa containers on the PC. So hopefully we're not going to receive any of the same shenanigans. So the holiday container madness is about to happen once again. We've boosted the containers in comparison to last year, where there will be some special ships that will only be available from these containers, namely, and if you haven't already got it, the Japanese destroyer Asashio. Ashino, that's a new ship, and the Japanese battleship Ki. Don't know what tier they are. There is nothing about them in the patch notes, but there's something that they're dropping that is quite insane. So they're not saying what the percentage chance of this happening is. So I want to make you aware that What that means is it is incredibly unlikely that this is going to happen, but it could. So there is a chance from the centre containers that you will receive a full year of premium time or 100,000 doubloons. Yeah, that's insane. That's what, £200, $250 worth. So, but it's only a chance. It's a really low chance. So, like, do bear that in mind. Containers can be attained through various activities, though. So you'll get some in the campaign. There'll be some available in ranked battles. And make sure you follow the social media, and they'll be announcing some details about Secret Santa 20 containers, as well as Santa in Blue and Santa Red camos that they'll be doing some fun giveaways with. Next up is Ranked Battles Season 9. So this will start in January. Any ranks earned in Season 8 will equate to the numbers of stars you automatically receive when you start Season 8. Teams are comprised of 5v5, mirrored by ship type. Divisions with up to 2 players are allowed. Destroyers are limited to 1 per team. That's big. That's gonna change things. If a draw, it's an equal loss for both teams. To move up the rank ladder, you need to win and thus gain stars. Losing the game means losing a star. The first player by XP earned on the losing team will not keep their star. So that is a big change to ranked. So upon reaching rank 1, you can no longer play in the current season, and the following maps have had their spawn points modified. So the maps we're going to see are Strait, New Dawn, North, Trap, Land of Fire, and Northern Waters. There are 3 leagues. So the first separation comes up to rank 11, then between 11 and 5, and then 5 to 1. The ranks that are irrevocable are 16, 15, 11, 5, and 1. The rewards include secret and super Santa crates, various commander items, currencies including Icebreaker coins, Santa 21 camos, paints, seasonal patches. For the full list of reward, please consult your game client. So when it comes out, it'll basically going to tell you everything. Now, something that has been, depending on what you look at it, a blessing or a curse for the game is fires. The fire metagame, particularly with the release of Equilibrium of Power, offering improvements to existing fire damage. So there are going to be changes to help balance this out, because it is a little bit unbalanced. So all battleship commanders will receive a new legendary skill called Fight Fire with Fire. So it automatically stops the effect of all damage that is caused over time, so including flooding, on your battleship where there are 3 concurrent fires and damage control party is either on cooldown or depleted. So basically, if you set me on fire once, I know you're a HE spammer, so I'm gonna hit my damage control. As soon as that's over, as soon as that's finished and done with, you're going to set me on fire. You get the 3rd fire, I'm no longer going to take any damage. A bit brutal for the fire spammers, but there will be things that we can do. So for example, if you are a HE spammer, when you've set 2 fires, switch target. Don't just sit there in one spot behind one island just spamming the same ship. Switch ships. Set a different ship on fire. You probably find you'll be able to do more damage overall. In any case, Right, so the emergency specialist skill has been changed. The duration penalty has been increased from 30 to 70%, while the cooldown has been reduced from 5 to 10 to -8 to -30. The firefighter skill has received some improvements. Reduction for the duration for damage control party was 40. The duration reduction for damage control is 40, down from 30. The cooldown reduction is now from 4 to 15 instead of 3 to 10%, and the risk of catching fire is now reduced by 4 to 15% instead of 3 to 10%. So it's going to reload faster, the cooldown's going to be less, and you're also going to reduce the chance of catching fire by up to 15%. And this is where the big one comes in, the huge hammer. When using the skill Equilibrium of Power, the chances of fire will be reduced by 50%. This change will not be visible in the description and won't be displayed as a modifier. So basically, Equilibrium of Power just gives you a ridiculous fire chance, but that half of that is going to be reduced. So it is going to reduce your chances of catching fire. It's not reducing your overall chance by 50%. You go, I've only got 36% chance of catching fire, so that means, you know, I'm gonna set -20% fires. No. The boost you get from it, from the Equilibrium of Power, is going to be reduced by 50%. The skill set may minimize fire woes should you choose to give up some accuracy on your battleship. I don't get that, because if you're using the legendary skill, fight fire with fire, it's just your legendary perk. It's not going to affect your accuracy at all. But I digress. Anyway, and obviously they're gonna tweak this if they find that there is an issue with it. But yeah, HE spammers are getting a nerf. So load up your armor piercing and learn how to use it, because it does make the game a lot more fun when you start deleting broadside cruisers, or if you're in a British cruiser, for example, knocking out DDs with armor piercing. It is pretty satisfactory. Armor viewer is our next topic, and well, that's it. What else is there to say? We're going to be able to view the armor layout. It's going to show us where our armor is thickest. It's going to help us learn where our weak spots are on our ship, and that will allow us to be more prepared to learn how to angle our ships better, and hopefully stop so many people getting dev struck. There are some balance changes, namely some tweaks to the Italian cruiser line. Their smoke generators, the cooldown has been reduced to 180 seconds from 240. To populate both tier 7 and legendary tier games, they have, I say we, like I'm part of them, they have decreased the service cost of tier 7 ships down from 160,000 to 136,000, and the Cheshire, being a premium tier 6 cruiser, has had its average cost reduced by about 10,000, or has had its average cost reduced because it seems to be about 10,000 more expensive on average than any other ship. It's probably because they keep on getting citadeled. Some miscellaneous things at the end. So the default port is going to be set to the beautiful fjord, which will be the most natural port we've ever had. Premium ships will the premium ships under the ships tab will be moved to a separate tab, which will appear as the rightmost nation. The ship information panel that displays when browsing ships under these tabs has also been improved. any tabs left over, you'll get an exchange rate of 1 tab to 750 credits. They've bug fixed the Megani's second turret, which behaves strangely when elevated over the first. Fix some UI issues when switching to the social menu from the ship selection. A few patches and textures have been improved for new players that have reached rank 4 and 5 on the accounts. Most of you will not know what that is, not even remember it. But they've adjusted the animation from switching to the tactical map for those players who never switched between voice chat channels before. Fix the UI issue where the duration of damage control party wasn't correctly displayed whilst using by the book. Xbox only, there was a rare display issue that occurred when the game was resumed after the console was shut down while the game was still running. And I will be releasing a second video today where we will have a in-depth look and rundown of the new ships. So look out for that. I'll probably premiere it at the exact same time, so or just after. So we'll do full patch notes and then we'll do the individual ships. So I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you. I'm reasonably excited for this patch, although I'm a bit hesitant about these Icebreaker coins. We'll have to see how that is going to play out when the patch actually drops, so we can see exactly what we're dealing with. But don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and well, until next time, take care.